Welcome back. The conclusion of Farewell to the Pell. We've got round 3, part 2, Gold Course. I am Chris Waugh, joined by Tournament Director. I got Paul Wright on the screen and on the mic.
Hi, Chris. Here we're gonna watch the end of this last tournament. You know, the Bud Pell property has been used for some glow tournaments because they haven't ended up doing the building that they thought they would do. They're still years away.
Yeah, and here is your lead card. We've got Kenny Clark leading at 25 under, Chris Holden following at 23, Andrew Lovejoy, who is on the tee, is at 19 under, and Michael Lambert at 20 down. And that looked to be a pretty decent shot out of Andrew if it didn't hit anything. And what's the preferred shot on this one, Paul?
Well, I've seen people throw tomahawks, and what I designed it to do was that you'd have to hit that early opening if you're a backhander, with a anhyzer overstable disc where you can see that opening, you go out and go downhill toward the pin. But there's
Kenny's showing that tomahawk.
Yeah.
A lot of action. A lot of action.
And this is a basket that is on a very precarious hill. So even if the players were to hit that initial gap, they would have to worry about the ground play and whether or not they're going to stick. And Kenny looking to lay up, hoping it's stuck.
You did that very well. When you see it bounce up and it's still flat, that's a good sign.
Yeah, Michael with a little more angle, but that seemed to have sat down pretty quickly. And Chris, maybe with a run. See if he wants to get frisky.
Well, he needs to.
That was a good bid. Yeah, Chris does. He needs to make a move, try and take advantage and get some strokes on Kenny. They've been 2 apart since the round started. Yeah, that might have gone a little bit long for Andrew. He'll be coming back up the hill. Make the putt feel a little longer. Yeah, well done.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very difficult hole. Not long, but very difficult.
That tree on the right is my favorite tree on the course. I think we talked about it earlier in the coverage. That my wife named it the spooky tree, because when you're out there working in as dusk comes, it's pretty spooky.
Yeah, it's got some gnarls and some burls. A good looking tree.
In the back.
All right, hole 11, par 5. Looking to get through the gap you see there on the left side of the screen. Does go back up the hill the players just played down. Anything clean that doesn't hit anything moving forward through that gap is a good shot.
That's a good shot.
Finishing right's a bonus. That was great. Chris, yep, hitting nothing, feeling good about it. It's a good spot.
Yep.
Got to sit for Kenny. Yeah, maybe unfortunate footing, but still moved forward quite a bit.
Had his back against that tree, it looks like. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's how you draw it up. It was a great shot from Andrew. Yeah, and that's the tough part. If you don't get up the hill, you got to run up the hill and throw. Chris doing it very well. Kenny with the standstill to mitigate that uphill run up. Yep, great shot from Kenny.
Yeah, they're all playing it smart. They're not trying to bite off too big of a chunk. Oh.
And Andrew a little too low, taking a chunk off of the stump there. But recovers well. That's a good shot from there. Yeah, well done. Keep his composure.
Yeah, Chris is flirting with that left side. You really don't want to come in from the left.
Oh, almost. That took a bad reaction off of the tree. You can see the basket where he was attempting to get. See if Kenny can find that gap. Cannot.
Yeah, but he's on the right side, so he'll definitely have a better look than these guys on the left.
Yeah, there's more open space down below there on the right side. Chris, there's a little gap. Doesn't like the ground play. Seems to have stopped, but he might be putting. Kenny with the floater. Good approach. Andrew. Yep. That should putt from there. Oh, just low again from Chris. And Andrew. Just following the leader. See if Kenny can find his own way.
Yeah,
good putt from Kenny.
Here's where you might see a little experience come into play with 7 or 8 holes left to go. Everybody's been hanging out, a couple strokes within each other. So some guys are going to have to start pushing a little bit. Or if they don't, they might just be content to take second or third. But Kenny Clark's got 31 victories. And Chris Holden is the next closest with 22.
Yeah, great shot from Michael. Yeah, both of them have been very successful in the Northwest for quite some time. Great shot from Michael. Kenny, see if we can follow the line. Pushed a little early, but
Wow.
That should putt.
That's what power will do.
Yeah, I think I heard a tree from another tee, thinking Kenny had hit something.
No, I saw something fall. I think he definitely hit something.
Oh, and that was looking good from Chris.
Oh.
Trickles through. That'll be a good spot to putt from.
Yep.
A little wide from Andrew, pushing forward. That'll be a long approach.
There is out of bounds.
Obstructed even. You go bonus coverage. Yeah, and that was coming in quick from Kai Kim there. Andrew from the trees. He's now out of the bushes. Yeah, get it close, get it over with. Kenny for 2. Yeah, great putt from Kenny.
Good drives, dude. Oh.
Yep. Chris for his 2. Well done, Chris.
Good 2, Chris. Thank you.
Andrew for bogey. Yeah, good putt from Andrew. Tap in.
It's funny how different our lines all were.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, great drive there. Yeah, hole 13. Not the hole I was thinking of. A demanding tee shot. You want to finish left, but anything that just doesn't hit a tree is good.
Yeah, you want to stay left, but there is out of bounds all down the left side.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything just up the hill, really.
Yeah, this is one that we're throwing further isn't necessarily a bonus for you.
Yeah, as you can see, the approach fairway to the basket is very specific. Michael seems to be in a good spot.
Nice, Mike.
Heck yeah, Mike.
Pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, great throw there.
Didn't try to take too much.
Kenny throwing a sidearm. Basket is off to the right a little bit. May have come in a little early. Andrew just got the nose up a bit, stuck in the trees.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, good up from Chris. And Andrew getting a little frustrated with himself.
Yeah, this one in the original design, it actually went the other direction. And I wanted to use the big main fairway on the upper part of the property for 2 other fairways, so I had to move this one.
Yeah, buddy.
So in order for it to sort of replace the hole that I took out, I made it so that it was the type of hole where you wanted to have a landing area versus just throwing far. And,
Try not to talk all the shit. All you want. I wasn't happy with my upshot. That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah, don't talk at Kenny. That's good advice. He'll come back. He's good at I'm rubber, you're glue. But yeah, the original hole, if I remember correctly, it really pushed you toward the out of bounds fence on the right, correct? Or am I thinking of a different hole?
thinking of a different hole. This hole,
Okay.
It came from, well, you'll see on the next hole, the big maple tree that's on the left. We used to throw from under that maple tree to an opening and then turn and go down that fairway to the landing area for the current hole.
Okay, yeah. Yep. I think that might be what I was thinking of.
It's not very much.
Yeah, it was a very specific type of hole.
Yeah, and players just looking to get it out into this wide open fairway on the par 4. Nothing too demanding. Everybody's got more than enough distance. They just got to hit the gap off of the tee. Yeah, great shot from Chris. Yeah, and the only real mistake is either turning it over too
Andrew,
far,
that is pretty, sir.
cutting off your angle,
Yeah.
or getting it a little too pushed early and finding more trees, but it's a pretty open fairway. All of the players finding the middle of it. Michael a little turned over, and the basket is about where his disc landed, but another 120 feet or so.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
That looked pretty decent from Andrew.
So yeah, this is definitely a hole that the big throwers have a huge advantage on. 2 long throws to get there.
And that looked good from Kenny. Pretty scooted up forward toward the basket. Great drive there from Chris. Doesn't have much left. A little mid-range in there. Yep, there you go. You can see the basket through the tree there.
All right,
Michael from a weird stance. It's a good up from there.
Yep.
Great putt from Andrew.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good putt, Angel. Right down the middle, dude.
Yeah, striking.
There we go.
Take all the bad shots out of my round and only have the good shots.
Maybe Andrew's looking for more of those. Annie from a knee, good putt. Another birdie.
Yeah, really happy with the people that showed up. We opened it up to our club members first, since it was going to be the last tournament at this court, and so we didn't have quite as large of a representation as our tournaments typically do from all over the state. But yeah, it filled so quickly, and obviously we got some high-level players here.
Yep, and that is the way to do it. Yeah, you know, you give back to the people that have given to the course.
Right. So yeah, there's the goalposts. They're not. It's not a Mando, but it's the shot.
Yeah, another very demanding but fair hole. If you throw the right shot, you're going to give yourself an opportunity. Kenny's just coming out a bit early, but I think he's only worried about a 3 at this point. Chris probably looking to give this one a ride, get it close to the circle, give himself a look. But mission 1 hit the gap.
Chris, have you played any final cards with Kenny?
I have, yeah. I've been playing with Kenny for quite a long time. I got to see Kenny enter the MPO field. He jumped right in pretty quick, and yes, his game progressed rapidly, and it has been for quite some time, as he is now one of the top players in the state. And it's it's a pleasure to play with Kenny.
So, what would you expect he's going to do here in the last few holes heading in? Is he going to just play conservative with a 3-stroke lead, or does he just play his game and that's the way it is?
I see Kenny playing his game, but just making great decisions. Because I think that is one of the highlights of Kenny's game, is his decision making. He's a very smart disc golfer. I'm not sure what they're discussing.
I can't say for sure.
I think it's OB. It's just a matter if you want to re-tee or if you want to throw from where it went out.
Yeah, if he went too far left.
I would tee in anyway. We're good.
Okay.
And live, we're live.
Live on the tee. All right, well, that's unfortunate. We're going to have a re-tee from Andrew. That one seems to be all right. But yeah, I think Kenny's going to just stick to his game and then adjust accordingly. Lay up where he needs to. Maybe not run something down a hill. But he'll do what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, a lot of the high.
Yeah, and that was tracking for Michael.
A lot of the high risk return holes have already they've gotten through those.
Yep. And there it is. Yeah, no business doing anything but getting it straight under the basket. Chris going to do all he can to get this one up high enough to get it in. He did that, just pulled it a bit. Good bid from Chris. Yeah, and the double after the re-tee from Andrew, that's unfortunate. But a good save. It could have been much worse. Here is Michael. Ooh, just bouncing out. Looked like that one was 50-50. Could have gone either way, but he knows he could have putted better. Good par from Kenny, following his game plan. Chris's comeback. Yeah, Chris knowing he's running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another good hole design. Laying out to this one plays to the mound, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so slightly downhill. You're going to want to hang it out to the right. And then the basket is, yeah, it is on a mound. You can get some ground play.
Yeah, you'd really like to be skipping up that mound toward.
This is where I needed that pink emperor.
Michael giving it a full pull. Going to carry forward. Looks like it's dropping a little bit quick. You can see the basket there. And all the ground around the basket is much lower. That looks good from Andrew. Again, maybe a little quick turn. That's common on this hole.
He's laying it up again.
Yep, decision making. Knows that's all he needs. Especially with Chris there. Chris has to work. Wants no part of that one as well. Because again, the card behind could be doing something. Andrew. Stepper just to the right. Good strong bid though. A little low for Michael. And that one sat for Andrew. That's fortunate. This basket you can zig and zag a little too much going up and down the hill. Yeah, it's a good basket placement.
So yeah, I like that view of all of the different tee boxes with people on them and the property getting used. I know that the Ross family really loved that too. They love to see people out having fun. And I'll take advantage of that to say, if you want to see more people have fun, please join the Builder Club in the Paul Macbeth Foundation and help support building courses around the world. It's really worthy, and we raised some money at this tournament with the raffle to help support the foundation.
Okay, so what is the Builder Club? Is that just
yeah, the Builders Club
something
is,
people can?
Yeah, what they can join, and you offer, you know, $5 a month or $25 a month or $50 a month to pay and support the work that's being done.
Very, very good.
Yeah, there's some little Bud Pells around the world.
And everybody just playing for the par here. Andrew gonna throw for 3. Kenny laying it up to the woods to jump putt up under the basket for his par. Kenny doing just enough, just what he needs. Good bid from Michael. Better putt on the other card.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys are aware of where they're at. Some people like to keep track of where they're at compared to the other people, and some other people don't want to know.
Yeah, maybe on these last few holes, the players know they're not doing too much. They might have checked in.
So, Chris, are you a person that likes to know the score coming in, or not?
I do my best not. I don't pay any attention to scores whatsoever unless it's like the last few holes, because I know if I'm playing well or not, and then, you know, I need to play well, so it doesn't really matter what the scores are.
Right.
At least, you know, that's how I look at it. But some like to know. I just like to play by feel more than worry about what others are doing.
How far it is to the tee box down there?
Probably 4.
Yeah, and I was a person, I always wanted to know where I was at. Not that I would necessarily let it affect my play, but
Yep. There's Kenny looking to get in bounds. See, and there's Kenny sticking to his game. That was a crunch.
So 440.
Yep, no layup there.
here's another guy that can rip.
The card is impressed. Great shot from Chris.
Yeah, you
So
don't want to be
when you are paying attention to your scores, are you paying attention just throughout the tournament, just checking in to check in?
It's just something I did from the first time I played. Was I always could keep score in my head of everybody on the card, and
Yep.
it just kind of came automatically to me, and it never changed when I started playing tournaments.
Yeah, very good. And it could almost be another way to kind of take your mind off of what is going on within you and just play the game, right?
Right?
Yep. Yeah, and you have been very successful on the course, so
Yeah, I think
definitely.
the point is that, you know, it's not the same thing doesn't work for each person. You know, it's very individual.
Yep, I would agree. That's a great shot from Michael. Maybe just a little shy. Kenny looking to hit all open air. Get up the hill. A little low, but that's all he needs again. Chris trying to put it in the basket. Or just to the top of the hill.
So here's a question for the viewers out there. Does anybody remember when this was hole 1 and it played from the top down and to the right over to hole 16's basket?
I do.
You remember that? Yeah.
I do remember that, yeah. I would not have remembered it if you didn't say it, but I do remember it now that you bring it up.
Yeah, this was the tee area right by that.
Okay. Yep, I do remember that because one of my playing partners was a lefty and he used to love that hole. Little strong from Chris. Yeah, he will end on a bogey.
I think they got to play hole 1 still.
Oh, they got one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenny's kind of stretched it out here at the end.
One more to go.
So Kenny will take a 5-stroke lead into the last hole.
Kenny had a 4. Chris had a 5. Mikey had a 4. Andrew.
5. Yeah, good to meet you too, Justin, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, not much going unless Chris and Michael get a little crazy. Kenny just looking to get forward, and
that was beautiful.
That's about perfect. Michael maybe a little high. Yeah, hit some branches. Chris high as well.
Wow.
See if it finds a gap.
That was good, but I don't think he's going to pick up 5 strokes.
That'll be tough from where Kenny's at. That was looking good for Andrew, just a little bit too straight.
That was unfortunate.
Looks to be a good up. That left side, did he fall off?
Yeah, he must have.
Yep. Good shot from Chris. See what Kenny does. He can make it. Looks like he wants to.
Yeah, no real danger.
Oh, Kenny, good run.
Yep. Playing his game.
That smile tells me he knows he's got a 5-stroke lead.
Yeah, good hit from Chris.
Not want to get bogey finish.
Yeah, there must be some action on the card behind him. He must have known he needed that one. There it is from Andrew. Good par to finish. Michael finishing with a par as well. And Kenny, your victor.
No big mistakes.
Yep, didn't look. I guess there wasn't much going behind Chris and Michael, but there you have it. There's farewell to the Pell. Thank you, Paul, for everything that you do and have done. The disc golf community thanks you. Much appreciated.
My pleasure. That was fun for me to see it. It wasn't as emotional as I thought it might be. It's good to see some people playing solid golf on a nice course.
Definitely. Yep. Appreciate you, Paul.
Thank you, Chris. You too.
For the players, I'm Chris Waugh.
I'm Paul Wright.
Fairway Media. Go ahead and we'll go with the like and subscribe again. See you next time.